Hello everyone, and welcome to Divine Debut 11. How are you all? This is Kathy speaking. Thank you for joining us here today, the 30th of October of 2024, and this is the Twin Flame Soulmate or Karmic Connection Love Reading that we do every Wednesday usually. Recently we've done a couple of Thursdays, but that's because I had my plate full and it was impossible for me to get the reading out to you on the Wednesday. But as you can see, I'm putting my best foot forward to get these readings out to you every week without fail. So thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing and commenting, as well as your donations. They do help, as this is a very important time for me, for you, for all of us. With what's going on in the world, relationships are they're at the point of no return. Relationships are either making it or they're being broken and left behind. As we're doing this reading, this is premiering, so I'm in the chat with you. Whoever is going to be in the chat and will comment only in the chat, they can get a personal love reading from me. As long as the video is premiering, you'll be able to get your own personal message, and that is usually we do the yes please in the comments, but because of me being very busy and having moved house, there's still a lot to do. So thank you for your appreciation, your understanding and your love always. Let's see what's going on as the moon is transiting through Libra. Libra is a Venus ruled sign, and Venus is in Sagittarius, coming up to oppose Jupiter. Jupiter retrograding through the sign of Gemini. So communications are very vital, very important. Some of us may be looking at the little picture, the small picture, looking at the little details. That's what Gemini is all about. Right? It's how we perceive what's being communicated. Jupiter is retrograding, so he's going back to pick up on things that have been missed. Now these two benefics, Venus and Jupiter, in opposition, we need to be able to integrate both so that we could get the best outcome. Even in opposition with these two good planets, these two benefic planets, it's an opposition which is a difficult aspect, but it can still bring some positive outcomes as long as we don't be over optimistic and think that everything is easy. Nothing is easy at this time. I've been talking about end of October being a very difficult time as Mars is opposing Pluto. Mars from Cancer opposing Pluto at the last anaretic 29th degree. Now Venus in Sagittarius, she is in the sign of Jupiter, so therefore they're helping each other. We do talk a lot about this as we're coming also up to a new moon in Scorpio. We've done the analysis on Patreon, so if you're on tier 2 or tier 3, you get an hour and a half of an analysis of what's happening around this new moon. So happy new moon in Scorpio. Of course, if you're a Scorpio, this is your new moon of the year. And happy birthday, dear Scorpio. Happy Halloween. My son's birthday is on Halloween, which is tomorrow. And happy new moon, it's taking place on the 1st of November, roughly there. Let's see what's going on, as there's so much Scorpio energy. Scorpio is about a death and a metamorphosis. See what relationships can be resurrected, rebirthed. For those of you that have gone through some sort of breakup because of the palpable and very difficult energies that we've been in the past 3 months, I'm going to say. And Mars, which is the divine masculine, in Cancer, not in a strong placement, under a lot of pressure, opposing Pluto in Capricorn. a lot to do with the divine masculine, the yang energy, or whoever holds that within the relationship. There's a lot of pressure on Mars to perform, a lot of pressure for sensitive and emotional openings. So there could be passive aggressiveness, anger, fights, oppositions, right? Arguments. Please take note of that. Everything is possible at this time, but we've also got some good aspects. As I said, we do go into those details on Patreon, so do join us. You can get the link beneath. What's going on with your person? Concentrate on the person you're hoping to manifest. Let's see what's going on. For some of you, this could be someone you're wanting to leave behind. It could be a karmic, unhealthy connection that you're hoping you will be freed by. And there are many opportunities for such things as the moon now transiting through Libra, which is a Venus-ruled sign. Venus in Sagittarius is expansive. She's all about freedom, right? She's all about wisdom. She's all about travel. She wants to explore and expand. And remember, the South Node is in Libra, and the South Node, which is karma that we need to release and move towards the North Node in Aries. That's where Chiron is as well, and the moon is coming up to oppose Chiron. So there may be emotional openings. There is pressure to be emotionally open and vulnerable. That's what Scorpio is, minus the fear of Scorpio because of lots of mysteries, secrets, jealousy, control. Let's see what's going on. Where is this connection? Where is this relationship? Remember, this is a general reading and may not resonate for all of you. What is going on in love at this time, dear Spirit, on this new moon in Scorpio? Let's see what's going on. And we've got move. So this is the Chariot. There's movement, there's change, there's a possible situation where someone is wanting to travel, to move homes, to leave an emotional past behind. Remember, Mars in Cancer. Mars in Cancer will be retrograding, but Mars will also enter Leo. So it's the cardinal and fixed signs that will be affected by Mars's retrograde through the end of Cancer. Well, middle to end, let's say, of the cardinal signs will be affected. Cardinal signs being Cancer, Capricorn, Libra, and Aries. If you've got personal planets there, right, then that will be important for you. Plus also the first 10 degrees of the fixed signs, Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio, and Taurus. This Mars retrograde is going to be a very long-standing chapter in our lives, important for all of us because we all need to integrate Mars, right? We all have got Mars within us. Mars could be an individual outside of us, but it can also be what we desire, our passion, where we put our energy into. That's what Mars is about. And past themes, family themes, will be coming up with this Mars retrograde. And we also talk about that on Patreon as well. So let's see what's going on. Some sort of movement. Remember, the Chariot is about, for me, because it's Cancer. Cancer is the past. Cancer is nurturing, loving, feeling safe and secure where we reside, in which embrace. And an embrace could be literal, but it can also be metaphorical. Which relationships in our lives and which relationships are we releasing because they have not given us the safety and the security, the emotional, possibly also physical security in matters of love. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on. We will be taking the general love messages at the end of the reading. We'll be taking the La Nuova Cartomanzia. We'll be taking the Lenormand and another tarot deck for more information. Let's see what's going on in this very important relationship that you're hoping to manifest. For some of you, you could be hoping to release a certain relationship that's been blocking love, new love, or a love that you've connected with already. These types of relationships, whether twin flame, whether soulmate, or whether karmic, are very important connections. They do tend to be they do tend to do many cycles, as there are lessons to be learned, and everything and everyone needs to be in position before Kronos, the Lord of karma and timing, says, now this will crystallize, materialize for you. So let's see what's going on. We've got the Hermit, soul searching. So there's quiet, possibly no communication. Major Arcana card, Virgo, which is all about the little details, perfectionism. Remember, Virgo is opposite Pisces, and it's our physical lives, our daily lives that could also be, or even the health of our relationships could be what is sort of blocking the forward momentum or the success of a certain relationship. Someone has gone inwards, right? With all these retrogrades going on. Retrograde season means integrating, internalizing the energies, where we need to go back and see what we've missed, perfect, redo certain relationships. Okay, so someone has gone within, they're looking for that light. They could be searching for the wisdom through another teacher, a tarot reader, an astrologer, or this is just your person possibly having gone quiet. Maybe both of you have gone quiet. Some sort of healing needs to take place. Let's see what the challenge is. Remember, this could be a doctor, this could be a professional, it could be a detective, could be a solicitor, a lawyer, but also internalizing, going within and being very quiet. What is the challenge? The Emperor. So I had this notion before I opened cam, looking at the astrology, because as above, so below, whatever's going on in the sky, and I've already mentioned it, Mars, which is the divine masculine, is under a lot of pressure. And I feel that the pressure of the divine masculine, or whoever holds the masculine side in the relationship, is under a lot of pressure to perform. When I say to perform, is to provide the safety, the security, the emotional, the financial, and the physical security. And this is what the Emperor is telling me in the challenge position. The Emperor is someone that is usually under control. They've got things under control, or there's someone who wants to control a situation. The Emperor is usually the leader, the top dog. It could be someone that holds a position of power within their business life, but maybe in the emotional arena, they're not ready to provide that emotional security. This could be, yes, someone who has their own business, could be someone that is a father, a mother. Let's not be gender specific. It will be different for each of you, as this is a general reading. But as an energy, and this is Aries, Taurus, could be any sign, as an energy, the Emperor would be someone that could give you something long-lasting and something sincere and something that will make you feel safe and secure. This is someone who will take responsibility, but in the challenge position, they need to look over things. Remember the Cancer card, the Chariot, which the Chariot, of course, is a card of victory, but usually remember when we've got the black horse, white sphinx, black sphinx. That's the light and the darkness, bringing them together and forging ahead. But that could be a dilemma, right? Because we need to use, and we know the charioteer is usually in charge. Above his head are the stars, which the stars can speak to the future. It does bring up the Aquarius energy for me. And especially with Pluto and Mars being at those last anaretic degree, that last anaretic 29th degree, and this is the third time that Pluto in Capricorn is at the 29th degree. So there's an era since 2008 that's coming to a close, coming to an end. Maybe that's important for you and your personal life, because you need to look at the area of Capricorn. Remember, Capricorn is a Saturn-ruled sign, and Saturn is the lord of karma. Saturn is all about limitations, restrictions, maturity, reality, right? So there's something that's coming to an end during the month of November, towards the second part of November, that Pluto will be finished with, and a new era is opening up, and it could be a life cycle. So since 2008 and now, that's 16 years. What's been going on for some of you? Remember, these relationships could be very important. They could be very long lasting. We could be talking back 25 years for some of you. You know, that long lost love that was unrequited back then, or impossible because of you being in another connection. The divine timing, right? So this is the Emperor is in the challenge position, which means they're not able to give you the security at this time. They've gone within. They're searching their soul, which means that we could be talking about, yes, a leader, someone that's gone through some sort of spiritual awakening. They needed their time. Now, if we're talking about a masculine figure, it's usually the masculine that don't so much believe in the energies. It's usually the feminine that's more psychic, more in tune with the frequencies. So maybe they needed more time. Maybe, and I know that there's more females watching us. I know we've got some males out there, but more so it's the feminine archetype that's more in tune and more sensitive to the frequencies, so therefore more awake. Let's see where you're coming from. Deep past. We've got the Eight of Cups evolving. So the Eight of Cups is about emotionally leaving something behind, and an evolution in a certain relationship happening. Maybe this is because obviously the Eight of Cups is that someone is emotionally checking out of a situation where they did not find their total bliss, their happy family story. So maybe this relationship has come in to release someone from another connection where they could not find their happiness, where they had to go through an emotional hardship so that they could align, spiritually grow and mature. Because the Emperor being Aries and Taurus, for me, as I said, could be any sign. Usually the Emperor is the one that's in charge. The Emperor would be someone who holds the top position. Could be within a family, could be within a business, but it's someone who usually has leadership qualities. But I would say where love is concerned, that wouldn't be the Emperor's forte, as they're more inclined to need to give the security to those beneath them, whether it be, a company that they could be a CEO, and they're the ones in charge of supporting the people that are employed under them. So providing them with security, but also a family unit. So where the love department is concerned, and because the Emperor is in the challenge, that's the most important thing here. Where love is concerned, they were not able to give you the security that maybe you've been looking for. So let's see recent past, what's been going on, because there's an evolution taking place, right? And Eights are the infinity symbol, like there's a return to the same, having done cycles. Interesting. Let's see the recent past. There's the stars, universal alignment. The star does speak to progression towards goals or a wish fulfillment or not losing hope. We know that the star does speak to the future. And remember, Pluto is preparing to ingress for the third time into the sign of Aquarius, which is the star. So there could be a universal alignment, which again speaks to divine timing. This new moon in Scorpio is a fairly positive one, even though there are challenges as we're coming up to the exact Mars opposition of Pluto, yes. But as you know, the universe and spirit and God always takes care of business. Where there's hardships, where there are challenging aspects, there's always some sort of a balancing out. You know, that stardust where there's divine source help as well. So it could go either way. I would say more what we need to do is think more positively and even imagine having manifested this relationship. That would help greatly, because if we're thinking very negatively, it's like we're putting up the block ourselves. Okay, so there's a universal alignment going on and divine timing. I would say it's got a lot to do with a Uranus, because Uranus is very much at play through Taurus. And mid-November, when we're going to have a full moon in Taurus, where Uranus is and on Uranus, that full moon, it will be a very interesting time. Because Uranus is the deal breaker. Uranus is the aha moment. Uranus is expect the unexpected, and we're going to have a lot of that. And I feel that will be catapulted as Pluto is going to re-enter Aquarius and settle there for the next 20 years. We're like changing, it's like we're crossing over a bridge. So it's going to be a totally new story, a totally brand new chapter, I feel. Let's see what's crowning here. We've got the Three of Cups, celebration and community. So it could be a love triangle, third parties being involved, and they don't always have to be love affairs with third parties. Three of Cups does speak to reconciliation. This could be on someone's mind. It could be on the mind of this emperor who's going through soul searching. Remember, the Hermit is a 9, which speaks to a cycle completion, because the next card is the Wheel for Fate and Fortune, Jupiter. And remember, Jupiter in Gemini is about seeing the bigger picture. It's about the wisdom. Jupiter in Gemini can bring a lot of communication relative to past situations. And remember, Gemini is not only how we talk, how we communicate, it's how we think, how we perceive. So communication is a very important factor, I would say. But also the way we perceive and the way from which focal point we see our own certain situation. Now, Jupiter is in a very positive flowing aspect to Chiron. Chiron, which is the open wound. It could be an open wound relative to love, or, you know, feeling unworthy and unloved, because Chiron, remember, the centaur, half man, half horse, was put to the side. He was... his parents, Kronos, and I don't remember his mother, but because he was half man, half horse, he was weird, he was totally different, and they didn't want anything to do with him. So this is like an open wound relative to the I, me, my. There's a lot of humbling there. But remember that Chiron is an open wound that we're carrying, that we need to figure out, and we need to learn how to deal with, but also to overcome and to heal. And Chiron is also a resolution, right? It's a symbol of healing. And so is the Hermit, being Virgo. Virgo naturally rules the 6th house of healing. So emotional, physical, psychological healing. And remember that Pluto is also the psyche. It's the soul, and the soul is, like at the 29th degree, like saying alarm, on and off. Something needs to change. Something is coming to an end. There needs to be an end before a rebirth, right? So it's like the soul is going through a death process. And that could be the ego as well. We know that the emperor could have a big ego, and Virgo is all about being grounded. It's earth, it's of service, right? And it's healthy, having a healthy ego and being grounded. So maybe this emperor has been humbled. The Three of Cups, this would be what's on their mind and what they're thinking. It's a crowning card. So Three of Cups does speak to celebration, reconciliation, meeting up, coming together, having it out, having a talk, celebrating, making up. It could be a meeting. Maybe there's physical distance between the two of you, or there are third parties in the situation. And yes, there could also be something that this emperor is connecting with their community and having some sort of a celebration. I don't know what that would be. It could be something to do with success, because the star does speak to stardom. So where career is concerned, they could be going through some success. Maybe they've put love on the back burner. They're still searching for the answers. Let's see what the near future brings. And there could also be gossip. Remember that this emperor may have shared information with a group of people, that they go out with a couple of friends. Who knows? 10 of Wands, heavy burdens, shows up in the near future. But remember, it's a 10, which turns into the Ace of Wands. The light comes on, so maybe this soul searching and what this emperor sees will be a heavy burden. It could be, as I said, psychological, could be physical. Maybe they're working really hard. Maybe career is their first priority at this time. It could be. So they're going through a lot of heaviness. But remember, this is coming to an end. There's a restart here. And the Ace of Wands is, this is what I desire. And the light bulb goes on. Some light comes through in the near future. Let's see what's going on in the position of you and or your relationship. We've got the King of Swords, quick wit and intellect. This could be someone who wears a uniform. This would be Aquarius, could be Gemini, could be Libra, mainly Aquarius. King of Swords is someone that is very logical, very intelligent, as it says, quick-witted, intellectually very bright. We could be talking about someone that wears a uniform, someone that holds strong air in their chart. Now, the Emperor for me does bring up Capricorn and maybe Aquarius many times, because they're a tough cookie, right? They're very responsible. They hold the fort. It's like the captain of the ship. So this could be another side to your person, or you could be dealing with two different people. Now, the King of Swords could be someone that sees things as very logical. They're very intelligent in the way they speak, but they don't show their emotional, their emotions. They're not open with their emotions at all. They just look at things from a very detached, cold, and logical way, and maybe doing also the math. That is there a possibility for this relationship to make it? I mean, King of Swords, yes, what they tell you would usually be the truth, even if it's the hard, cold truth. But King of Swords could also be, for you that's watching this video, it could be someone that you may be connected to, right? King of Swords could also be anything legal, going through a legal divorce or a separation, legal advice, seeking legal advice, or there is a possibility that there will be communication with the King of Swords. Remember, kings are mature. They've gone through the notion, the page, and then the knight, and then the queen, and then the king. It's all about maturity, where the intellect and where communication is concerned. Let's look at your environment, because this could be relative to the person you're looking at. We've got the Seven of Swords, deception and strategy. And yes, of course, the King of Swords could be someone that's very strategic. Maybe also, I'm going to say, not answering questions. It's as though I'm in a courtroom now, and someone's, this King of Swords would be someone that wouldn't want to answer yes or no. It's like someone that's trying to escape from answering questions straight on, head on, because there's strategy here and possible deception. Remember, the Seven of Swords is the thief, usually, but there's also tact where communication is concerned. They're very intelligent verbally. For some of you, if this is someone that you're hoping to, or that you're going through some sort of separation with, King of Swords, if they were to be in the reverse, they would be someone that is a good liar, a good deceiver as well, or tells you half-truths, let's say. But yes, there's deception. There's something about a hush-hush, something either they're not telling you, they're keeping from you, or something that may be, because remember, the Seven of Swords is like the fox, this great intelligence. They could be showing up in your life if they haven't had any communication with you. They've disappeared from your life because they've been in the hermit mode. Maybe they're seeking a way to return, or to come back, an intelligent way to return, because as I said, maybe what's on their mind is reconciliation. Maybe there's been nostalgia relative to the past with Mars retrograding in Cancer. Of course, the retrograde has not begun yet, but the degrees that Mars is passing over now are degrees that Mars will return to. So whatever's going on now, we will be returning to in the future. Let's see what is in your hopes and fears position. We've got the King of Pentacles. I was going to say three kings, but we've got two kings and an emperor, which I would say the emperor in the challenge position gets downgraded to a king. Okay, so it's like having three kings. I do get protection here. Now, we've got King of Pentacles, which is the minor arcana of the emperor. Now, some of you are hoping for someone that can provide you with stability, someone that will be there, someone that you could build a home with, take the relationship to some very stable point, to a commitment. King of Pentacles, surely there's fatherhood with the King of Pentacles, and they can offer a family stability. This is probably what you're hoping for. Now, because this for me is the position of your person, this is what they're thinking of, providing stability. Maybe this is someone that already is providing stability to a child, because they could be a father, or because the child does speak to a new cycle and newness, a new beginning and happiness, naivety, which can speak to trust, right? Because this is a card of distrust. This is a card of trust for me. This is King of Pentacles would be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus mainly, but someone that would be dependable. And this could be what's on their mind, that the plan and the strategy is that they want to provide something stable and they want to have a family with you, or they want to provide you with that stability and a long-term commitment. Okay, King of Pentacles. So remember, as I was saying, Uranus is in Taurus, and this is a Taurus card, and Uranus is going to be activated by, in the Scorpio season. Interesting. Okay. Let's see what the possible outcome will be. Could be. We've got the Nine of Wands, trials and tribulations. As I was pre-shuffling before I opened cam, this card opened up, the Nine of Wands. So I get that there is heaviness, and that again adds to what I was saying before about the divine masculine being in trouble, being under a lot of pressure and hardship at this time to perform, to provide stability. But the Nine of Wands, remember, is, and because we've got the Ten of Wands here and the Nine of Wands there, it's like taking a few steps back. And the Nine of Wands is someone that's been through a lot. And we've got a couple of nines here. I don't know if this is showing us back to the month of September. Wasn't an easy month at all. But the Nine of Wands is, I've been through the ringer, I've been through a lot, and I'm wounded. I've been hurt before, so I'm not very trusting, and I feel that there are issues relative to trust. Surely that's probably why your person is coming through as a Seven of Swords, right? They may be fearing that you are deceiving if you're in another relationship as well. They may be that you are not 100% certain. Remember that the Emperor is not someone that would take a risk. They need to, because risking their empire is a massive step, right? And their empire means their responsibility towards others, whether it's a child of theirs, whether it's their family, whether it's their financial stability. We see the Emperor in the challenge position, and that to me says that they're very shaky at this time, so very uncertain about, you know, where this relationship is heading. What's at the foundation? We've got the Chariot again, so we've got the same message twice, and it speaks to charging ahead. And this is, for me, it's showing up as a lot of quick energies. Remember, Pluto is going to enter Aquarius. Aquarius is social media. It's the 11th natural house in the zodiac. It speaks to social media, and you can see it doesn't show a chariot here, but it shows the woman on the horse. There's a lot of might and a lot of power. Because the horse obviously will be faster than the chariot. So it's like leaving the heavy burdens behind and taking action, because someone needs to be quick and on their feet. Now remember, there's like friction about moving forward quickly, because Cancer is at the 29th degree, Mars is at the 29th degree of Cancer, but Mars is going to enter on the 4th of November, is going to enter Leo, and that's when things are going to start to pace quickly, because Leo is all about desire. It's fixed fire. And fixed fire and Mars there means that there can be stubbornness, that there's flirtation, that there's action, that there's leadership, right? And that someone is following their heart. Five of Pentacles, isolated and alone. So this person, your person, more than likely, is seeing the light, and they're going to charge ahead. They're going to make a move. They're going to make a move. I get that very strongly. Five of Pentacles, maybe there are big differences between the two of you. Could be your social standing, your financial, your beliefs, big age difference for many of you. You may come from different parts of the world. Five of Pentacles can also be financial stress or distress. We know financially times have been very tough. But also this is like someone feeling very alone, like I've been like in an ivory tower, feeling very isolated and alone. And that was necessary for them to go through this soul-searching process, unless this is you having stopped the communication. And therefore, your divine masculine, or whoever you're hoping to manifest, which would be more than likely this Emperor for many of you, they may also have doubts relative to this relationship. Six of Wands, success and recognition. We've spoken about that already. So maybe in the past where this connection is concerned, maybe there was a lot of pride and, dealing with someone that is successful and recognized in their community. Remember that the 10th house of Capricorn, where Pluto has been residing since 2008, is all about climbing that professional ladder. So maybe this emperor was invested in succeeding where business is concerned first and has left their personal private life on the back burner. Now it's like a new era. Maybe they've reached that success now, and the energies change, the wants and the needs change, because at the top it's always very lonely at the top. Five of Pentacles shows two people that find solace and comfort within each other. Knight of Pentacles, steady progress. King of Pentacles, very slow, strategic, and someone who needs to be 100% certain about where they're heading. Let's take some more cards and see what's going on. We see in the near future, could be for some of you in 9 days, for others of you it could be 9 weeks. I don't think that it'll be 9 months. The Nine of Wands, there still will be trials and tribulations, and I see that astrologically speaking, as this opposition of Mars and Pluto will last until mid-May next year. They're going to oppose each other 3 times. So it's a long journey. But this is necessary. Let's see what's going on, where this connection is concerned. Thank you, Spirit, for your guidance. There is the divine masculine. There is our emperor. This could be the emperor. This could be the King of Pentacles. It could be the King of Swords. Whoever you are dealing with, your divine masculine. So we've connected with them surely here. They're showing up. We've got the clouds, which speak to worry, illusion, confusion, possible deception. We've got the dog, which speaks to loyalty, friendship. So there are doubts relative to the loyalty. Whose loyalty? I don't know. Or it could be that this divine masculine is confused about who to be loyal towards. Maybe they've been loyal, and I'm getting a vision of the Six of Pentacles where they've been loyal elsewhere and not, whether it was business, whether it was another relationship, or versus being loyal to you. Right? They've been invested more in something else, someone else, somewhere else. And this could be what's playing out here, because the clouds can speak to confusion, illusion, or being deceived. Maybe there's been self-deception, and they're coming to their wits. We've got the sun, which comes out and clears the clouds, brings the clarity, brings success, brings confidence, brings matters of heart to the fore. We've got an offer on the table here. We've got the bouquet, which is like flirtation. It's an offer on the table. Let's meet up. Remember the Three of Cups that's crowning this reading. But we've got the Mountain, which is blocking this. It's relative to time, because the Mountain, yes, this could be physical distance, obviously. But the Mountain also needs, with the Mountain, someone needs to have power and confidence. Remember, the Mountain is something that man wants to explore and to succeed, to get to the peak. And the Mountain could also be business. the blockages and the limitations and the timing could also be business or someone's reputation and their success in the world. Now, the Mountain, because it is 21, it's like the World card. So it does bring up a little bit of ego, the fixed signs, right? The World card, again, you could be dealing with someone that's physically at a distance. This could speak to divine timing. But for me, this is also a card of Mars. And I feel that as Mars is going to enter just after this new moon in Scorpio, enter Leo, I feel that that's when someone will be able to reach that peak, that mountaintop, and feel successful in their personal life and not only in their business life. But this could also be time blockages where time is concerned. And remember, we're not all on the same timeline. Let's take a couple more. We've got the anchor, which speaks to someone being humbled, brought down a few steps, right? The anchor does speak to stability, to marriage, or even business, and someone's security. And what else? And we've got the Child, so this is a very, very promising card for me. As I said, we could be talking about someone that has got heavy responsibilities relative to a child or relative to their children, or this Emperor's child could also be their business. Their business, if they're an entrepreneur, could be their baby. But the child for me does speak to happiness, naivety, new beginnings, new opportunities, dear friends. But after an ending, we've got number 13, which is Scorpio. So all the Scorpio season will be very important relative to what's going on. I feel that this person, this divine masculine, which for most of you, this is your person. Unless you're a divine masculine, then this is you. I would say that, and we did mention that it's the divine masculine that needs to be able to provide you with that security. For some of you, your divine masculine, your leader, let's say, the person who holds the more power, they've had heavier responsibilities, and maybe also they've been humbled, they've been brought down a few steps relative to their confidence. And that would be Uranus, of course, transiting through Taurus. Taurus is about self-worth, right? It's about our resourcefulness. It's about feel-good energies. It's about our resources, right? Self-love as well. And we see here that maybe the certain blockages could be very karmic and relative to a particular child, but also relative to someone that works very hard. And maybe, as I said, this was someone that was very business orientated, and they needed to go through their maturing, or they needed to succeed. That was maybe their first priority, and therefore love was left on the back burner. But I feel that with Pluto entering now Aquarius, it will be very different, a very different story. And we've got change, transition. The ship means travel, but it also speaks to its a Sagittarian, Jupiterian energy, and threes do speak to openings. 3 is also the Empress. Remember, 3s can also speak to the infiltration of others that would energetically block this relationship for some of you. Let's make some space here. Thank you, dear Zeus. Let's take this deck, the Cartomanzia, and see what is going on. What is really, really interesting is that, remember what I said, that I had this feeling, it's all about the divine masculine in this reading. We don't see a queen, we don't see a divine feminine at all. It's about very much the masculine energy, or whoever holds that role in your relationship. And because Mars is in Cancer, Cancer is the mother, Cancer is the newborn. It's the mother that needs to nurture, love, and provide safety and her resources to her child. And of course, many times it could be a divine masculine that's needing to perform that. Remember, even divine masculine, the men can hold strong feminine, motherly type frequencies in taking care of their loved ones. Let's see what's going on. We've got the bed of love. This is not the bed, your bed at home. This is not your home. This is a love card. There is amore here. There is love. Emotional stability, summer home. It could be a holiday home. Or a building of enjoyment, right? This could also speak to a justice and someone going through a separation. This could speak to a courtroom or a legal document. Someone who is married, but this is the bed of love. But this is not happening within a home. Could be happening elsewhere. Could even be in a hotel, let's say. No, this is what someone is imagining, because we see that someone is sleeping on their own. There's no bed of love here. This is someone sleeping on their own, staying at a friend's place, sleeping alone. This is someone taking time out at their work desk and thinking and being sulking and being very unhappy. Someone that's quite bored, someone that travels for work, someone that sleeps in hotel rooms because of necessity of travel for work. Let's see what comes through next to it. We've got the elegant consultant, the female consultant. Someone that is admired. This could be an advisor. This could be the divine feminine. Maybe this is how she's viewed. We do see the divine masculine, though, having turned their back, looking towards the past. So is the divine feminine. She's also looking towards the past. And you know, she's a, how can I say it? She's someone who holds her position. She's someone that is a lady, someone that is not sleazy, someone that holds their head up high. She knows her worth. Let's take one more. And we've got the foreign woman as well. Thoughts, mind, communication. Thought of communication through social media. Electronics for communication. Communication which may be happening through work. Someone needs to put in effort to communicate. And this many times could be the divine feminine is the outsider. She's like the foreign woman, the one that does not fit in. So it does remind me of the high priestess. Let's take a couple more. She could be someone that likes to perform, someone that's up on stage, possibly as well. Now we've got like the Hierophant here, that there could be difficult communication or truthful communications, or someone is in a marriage, someone is in another contract, someone that's got a family, and then we've got news. Okay, the letter comes in, so there will be communication. There's some sort of an invitation, a call. There will be a communication exchange, possibly also an exchange of contracts. So I'm wondering if that doesn't have to do with a contract that your emperor is closing up now, that's coming to an end, which they've worked very hard towards that. And I feel that there will be changes. Things are going to clear up. You're going to see that this person, even if they've been quiet, that they're very loyal. Maybe the deception and strategy is this relationship from them has been kept as under the table. They have not communicated this to their people. Maybe they've shared this information with one or two of their best friends, but I feel that and the thing is that they may have not also shared every little piece of detail with you. But we see that there is communication, and the communication could also be relative to a voyage, someone closing up a deal, closing up a chapter in their lives, and possibly preparing. It could be preparing to travel. We've got the ship here. This could also be a huge surprise for you that they're not sharing this with you. Yeah, there are the birds, which could speak to communication, and the fish, which could speak to a lot of illusion, confusion, but also someone that's financially very stable. Yeah, we've got someone that's sitting on the couch, maybe in a hotel room, smoking their cigar. They're very, very pleased with themselves. They've succeeded in some sort of a business deal, or they're being advised by some consultant. So we're talking about someone that has got advisors around them as well. Swamped with work, yes, surely. Someone that flies for business, they travel a lot for business. They could be away on a business deal now, but there's also a possibility here that someone is going through separation and divorce. I mean, King of Swords shows up here for me, and it could be someone that's going through separation. Maybe this is a professional that's advising them on what to do next, which way to go, what's important to do. Let's see what else we've got. Let's take a few more cards and see what comes through. Things are up in the air relative to communication and a possible invitation, which is not easy for your person, or even for you. Some of you may have stopped communicating. This could be something that's on your mind, but I feel that there's I feel that someone is waiting on the masculine, or whoever holds the masculine energy, to make the first move. Why do we have the Hermit and the Emperor in the challenge, in the now? We've got the Lovers, so decisions, head over heart decisions, third parties, past relationships. This is a divine union which has brought a spiritual awakening, possibly to both parties. Let's take one more. Also, there's been a lack of communication, I get here. We've got the King of Pentacles here. So again, it's a double message, which is saying that your person maybe is thinking very logically and not with their heart, or maybe this is what's changing. They've got a decision that they need to make, whether they're going to provide you with stability or not, which is maybe they're not quite ready time-wise. Over here we see the limitation of time, but there's the anchor, which does speak to security. Let's have a look. And the child, a particular child, could be playing a major role, or their children. Let's take a look at the Eight of Cups and the evolving. Two of Swords. Emotionally stay or move on. Let's leave our emotional lives, says the Emperor. Let's leave that and let's work. Let me throw myself into work. That's where I know I can succeed. Where love is concerned, I have not found my happiness. So I'm waiting on the stars to align, the Magician, the divine timing and the right timing. So there has been some trickery, lots of things that have not been communicated from your Emperor, right? Maybe they've been waiting on something in the future, on the right time. Maybe there was physical distance, and physical distance never does help. So you've done quite a few cycles. You may also be dealing with someone that has a Venus in Gemini, Venus in Virgo. But there's great intelligence where the wit is concerned. Very, they've got the gift of the gab. I have to say, I have to give them that. That's for sure. Let's see. There's the Empress. So the Empress has to be patient. She's waiting on the universal alignment. Venus needs to be patient. The Empress, of course, is about success, expansion, growth. But, of course, in divine timing, the Empress is someone that usually is very patient. She's the perfect mother material, partner material. She also could be someone that is well known in their society, successful in what they do. We also mentioned that before. Let's look at the Three of Cups. I'm wondering if for some of you, a mother figure was not the third party. Seven of Cups and the Four of Swords. Someone needed to wait. There was a lot of confusion. Obviously, Four of Swords comes after the Three. So there has been a third party or a heartbreak because things were up in the air and there was a lot of confusion about a get-together. Maybe a promise that was not delivered. I've mentioned that in past recent readings. So what is that Ten of Wands in the near future? What is that light bulb going on? What will be shown? Nine of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles. So it was worth the wait. There's a wish fulfillment in the near future. Someone's going to be very happy and very proud of themselves. And this will put them also in a position of looking to see where they've been invested, where they've been investing their lives. It's like a difficult turn where practical matters are concerned. Remember that there's been investment within this connection, surely, with the Seven of Pentacles. This could be a 7-year cycle for some of you, 7 months, where there was a feel-good energy. Someone felt very proud and very happy with themselves, right? Even though at times there were heavy burdens, maybe a lack of understanding, a lack of the light and seeing things clearly. Maybe this was the burden, but at this point in the near future, I feel that there will be something will light up. Let's take one more. Yeah, we've got a Judgment, the Judgment card, which is a moment of crisis, but also second chances, a resurrection, and a moment of crisis and needing to make decisions to heed the call. Scorpio energy, Pluto, right? A rebirth. Let's look at the King of Swords in the position of you and or the relationship. We've got the Strength card, waiting on communication, waiting on truth. Someone holding back on their desires, putting on a brave front, a cold front. But there it is. So it's taken a lot of strength for your person to be emotionally vulnerable with the King of Swords. King of Swords is Aquarius. King of Cups is Scorpio. So we're talking, and Leo we've got here. So we've got a lot of fixed energies, very stubborn energies. Let's look at your environment, and this is concerning your person. So they're taking action. Knight of Wands, on a trip, chasing their desires. Now they've seen their truth. The Ace of Wands is the light bulb here in the near future. And they could be coming up when you least expect them. Coming through for you when you least expect them. There they are showing up. There will be a lot of truths revealed. And a lot of talk possibly concerning separation or divorce matters. Yes, it is relative to a marriage, or the connection or a secret meeting can lead to a lot of truths, a lot of talk about endings of possible past a marriage or contracts. A lot of truths revealed relative to someone's home and what's been going on with their lives. This is an opportunity. It's like 11:11. And 11:11 is a portal, which is the 11th of November. So that will take place in 12 days. So maybe this will be playing out around just before that full moon, which is going to be a Uranian full moon in Taurus. Let's see what the King of Pentacles is all about, because it talks about stability. We've got the High Priestess, usually the third person, the other woman. She holds the wisdom. She's very psychic. She's someone that is very respected, but also very psychic. She holds great wisdom. But she's also the one behind the curtain, right? Someone that's kept secret. So maybe you need to trust your intuition that there is something that is beginning here. And I'm going to say also, if there will be communication, you need to read between the lines and trust your intuition on what is beginning here. There's something to do with a child. And maybe your intuition has been screaming out to you about this child. Something. Trust in what your higher self is telling you. It could also be a Pisces or a Virgo child that this King of Pentacles holds, and someone who needed to fight battles relative to this child, or relative to information that they were holding from you, which you, through trusting your higher self and your intuition, you already knew, possibly also what this King of Pentacles wanted to communicate to you, but was sort of pushing back. We've got the King of Pentacles, remember, twice, and we've got the Emperor here. So we are talking about stability, or someone that is very slow, that needs to be certain before they can offer you the stability and the commitment that you're hoping for. There it is. There is the opportunity for something long-term. Nine of Pentacles, but someone needs to know their worth. Someone needs to be single. Two nines and an ace. And we've got the Fool card, which is the Fool's journey. And there's also a risk factor, or someone that needs to take that journey. It could be a literal, metaphorical, emotional, and also practical journey, right? We've got 10 Pentacles here, which to me speaks to commitment. Yes, it does. And there is the Wheel of Fate, Jupiterian, divine timing, cycle coming to an end, therefore bringing in a new beginning. Another 10. There's the 10 of Pentacles, and Justice as well. Unbelievable. Ace of Wands. There's the spark, there's the light. The portal is open. Justice is playing out. A lot of karma and dharma, a lot of abundance, a lot of truths, a lot of endings for new beginnings to take place. Right on point, dear Spirit. Thank you for that. I want to read the Move card for you, number 7, and then we will take the love cards, the love messages, and the cards that will come through if you've received the messages as a personal message, then there's something in this reading for you. Now, we do offer these readings through our website if you're interested. The link to our website is beneath this video. And if you're a patron, of course, you do get a discount. All patrons get discounts on their personal readings. So the keywords here are act, direct, master, discipline, focus, and effort. Now's the time to be proactive regarding matters of the heart. If you're looking for a relationship, take the initiative to find one. Take advantage of the many ways to meet your soulmate. This card is about action, action, action. If your current relationship is not moving in the direction you wish, do whatever is required to shift the direction. You're the master of your destiny, and that includes your relationships. Don't wait for others to make the first move or set the tone of the relationship. Take charge. Creating and sustaining a good relationship requires discipline. It's not enough to be in a relationship. You must invest in it as well. Be present in and focus on the relationships. Give every relationship the opportunity and time that it needs and deserves to flourish and grow. Now is the time to focus on your needs and the needs of your partner. Make the effort to maintain healthy boundaries for yourself and to respect the boundaries of others. While rewarding relationships require effort, there must be a balanced effort for both partners. Perhaps it's time to examine your relationships. Are both partners putting forth equal effort to make the relationship work? Are you comfortable with the amount of effort your relationships require of you? If any relationship feels draining or it's not worth the effort, then perhaps it's time to move on. And that's what the card says then. It says move. It does not say move on. So some of you will be moving on if you've invested yourself so much and it has not, the relationship was not worth investing in. And someone is not willing to provide you with the security. I also get that there is a tendency for jealousy because we've got the King of Swords in the position of you. If you're dealing with a past King of Swords, your person may be worried about a past partner still being in the race, because it feels like there is a race, there is a competition here for the heart of the Empress. Looks like the Empress is not doing much. The Divine Feminine is recessive and waiting on the Divine Masculine to overcome any emotional fears. Scorpio is all about power, right? And change. Open your heart and talk truthfully to me. Talk to me. Why did you leave me? How could you? What went wrong? So things are up in the air. Someone does not know why. Your love touched my soul. We're done. I can't do this anymore. It hurts too much. You are very attractive. I don't know if I can keep my hands off you. My heart bleeds for you, still bleeds for you. I am not living, just breathing. You were cold, distant, and I needed more passion. I prefer to be friends. Ouch. Win or lose, I'm going to take the chance on love or chance at the casino. And I'm going to say here with the clouds and the Divine Masculine and the dog, maybe someone has been showing up more as a friend, but they're being very elusive. Maybe this is also self-deception, that they may have wanted you to be their friend, but I get that there's more to it than meets the eye, whether they're conscious or unconscious. Maybe they've come to an understanding that it's more than a friendship. I have loved you from the moment I met you, but the problems in my life don't allow me to follow my heart right now. It won't be fair on you either. Babe, I love you so. It's done. They cheated. Door closed, feeling blue. We see we're done twice. So there will be relationships that will be coming to an end. Some people will be ending certain relationships and hoping to keep the friendship. Waiting for you to make your choice. I won't be waiting forever. And we are so different, and I don't know if this could ever work out. I don't know what to do. And you stole my heart and my happiness. And there's the, I'm sorry for not trusting you, but I've been hurt before. I will climb any mountain. I will swim any river to be with you. Come to me. And I don't want to be tied down. I will never marry. I don't believe in marriage. That's what the Knight of Wands would be. Maybe this is something that's communicated. Maybe for some of you, your emperor maybe does not want to be tied down through marriage. Maybe they just want a more open relationship. It doesn't mean that they will not give you security. Maybe it's what's on paper, okay? And no more conflicts. I'm now free to pursue you. So, of course, the messages are general. And remember, when we do take your personal love messages, sometimes we could be picking up on your energy, or maybe it's something that will play out later on. I do try my best to tune into your energy when I have your yes please comment. So hopefully for many of you, the messages are true. I would say it's more, it's better if you obviously get a personal reading where I can take your personal love messages, where we will tune into your energy more so. And remember, there's always free will, and sometimes, a tarot reading, you need to come back to it. As where the timing is concerned, the timing is really hard to pinpoint. But, and I've received messages and emails from people saying, what you predicted happened a year later. It's just the way tarot works, sometimes even the astrology. And I'm going to say, where the astrology is concerned, many of you may be saying, I have been expecting my blessings because my astrology, I've got many positive aspects. I'm going to tell you now, there's been a lot that has been pushed back time-wise. So the blessings have been taken aback time-wise, blocked, limited for divine timing. Remember, it's He above. It is God. It is, if you believe in God, of course, it's in the hands of spirit. If you believe in just the divine and spirit, whatever you believe in, it's not in our hands. It is in the time of the more powerful, to bring the blessings forward. Now, because Jupiter is retrograde, of course, we'll have an opportunity to see what we missed. And as Jupiter will station to turn direct, I feel that lots of blessings will come in. Not to say that there won't be blessings until next year. There will be. But there's so much promised next year, really. Because right now, as I said, we're going through a lot of harsh astrological influences because of Pluto and Mars. Something needs to give. There are warlike energies. So just be careful how you communicate, how you come through, how you react to particular messages. Take your time. Take a step back before you react and before you communicate on the spur of the moment and being hit, hot under the collar, because there are very strong warlike energies and we may blurt out and say things that we may regret. And that speaks to all relationships, okay? So just a word of advice. You can follow it if you want. If you don't want, it's up to you. I want to thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and your donations. They really help the channel. And for joining us on Patreon and your support. Special thank you to our patrons. Now, if you have not watched the Harris-Trump tarot reading prediction of who's going to win, who will be the chosen one, we have done a reading. So check that out if you're interested. And one lady mentioned that I've censored her comment. I have not touched the comments. I have not even put love hearts on them because I don't want people to see that I'm inclined to support one side and the other. I said it's going to be a unbiased reading, so that's why I'm not commenting under your comments. The only thing I said is that I would delete any very harsh comments, and the person that said that I've maybe censored their comments are still under the video, so I do not understand what's going on. Sometimes YouTube does not allow comments. Many people try to subscribe or like, and YouTube does not allow them to do that. So there's a lot of funny business going on, and it's not my hands, okay? So keep that in mind. I've got my own personal opinion, which I do not share on YouTube usually. So thank you very much for sharing that video and getting the message out, and always come back to it after, even after the elections, to see if the tarot reading was correct. Okay, it's a prediction that I took a risk on doing. I didn't have to. I did it from the goodness of my heart, and I hope you appreciate it. Let the best man or woman win, I'm going to say. And, you know, the temperature is rising as the elections are only a few days away. So, good luck, and thank you so much, my dear friends. I will be back. I've still got lots to do. Thank you for your understanding as the readings for November are a bit late. They will be a little bit late, but I will get them out to you. Thank you so much. Much love and many kisses to all of you. Namaste, everyone.